Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us for another Facebook Live at Johnson Fitness and Wellness. We have here some helpers today, so I'm not by myself.
Hi.
You guys can introduce yourselves.
I am Trisha.
And I'm Claire.
Yeah, and they're going to be my microwave runners, and if you haven't already figured out from the title, we're going to be doing microwavable foods and how to make them healthy. Now, microwavable foods don't have to inherently be bad or unhealthy, and they're a great way to kind of speed up the cooking process. And we know that you can't always have a healthy lunch, so we have some options here, and I'd like to start off first with the infamous instant noodle here.
Yummy.
So I bought this before realizing that it actually says do not microwave, but this is such a common option for, office people, college people, and it's such a fast and easy way to have food. But we can definitely upgrade the nutrition in this. Now, there's a lot of sodium in here, and there's a few dry pebbles of, I guess, what resembles vegetables. There's a way to amp that up. So we have here some frozen vegetables, mixed veggie. You can kind of choose whatever you'd like, but this is just carrots, corn, green beans, and peas. So I'm just gonna put like a nice helping of that all the way to the top. You can see real vegetables that are nice and hydrated. And frozen vegetables are just as good. You guys use frozen vegetables all the time? Yeah.
Yep.
I hear that actually when they freeze the vegetables, it's at peak ripeness, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
it has just as many, if not more, nutrients than the fresh stuff you buy at the store.
right. Yeah. So, and I have some hot water here. We're not going to put this in the microwave. And pour that in.
It smells so good.
It does smell really good.
I'm getting really hungry.
And put the lid on. And maybe something to keep it on. We're just going to let that sit. And
How
we'll
long?
get about a minute.
Okay.
Or I think it says a minute. So just enough that the noodles get hydrated and that the vegetables are nice and warm. And because you're using frozen vegetables, try to use really hot water. Now we'll get into the more microwave portion of this segment. So we have some microwavable noodles here. I'm not sure if you've seen this, but I see this all the time in like supermarkets, and you typically find this in Asian supermarkets, but you can definitely find it at your local grocer in the international food aisle, and these are microwavable. But it's another kind of instant noodle thing, and it has a little bit more room for you to put stuff in. So it comes with a sauce packet. Put that in there. And it also has some hydrated vegetables, but not the most nutritious. We can definitely amp this up. So what I typically like to do is first maybe get some mushrooms. I love mushrooms in my instant ramen. I love mushrooms in general.
Mushrooms all the time.
Yeah. And then here's a kicker for some protein. I'm going to get an egg. Yeah,
So smart.
you crack an egg. An important thing.
You clearly do this very often.
I love eggs. All right. So an important thing when you microwave an egg is that you have to pop the yolk, or else it will explode.
Oh.
So just a quick poke in there. And then would you guys mind filling this up with water and nuking that for about 3 minutes?
So hot water or regular water?
Regular water. And
Regular
then
water.
nuking that for 3 minutes. And then when it comes back, it'll be delicious.
Can I ask you a question about the ramen
Yeah.
that we didn't microwave? Is it just because it's in that styrofoam
Yes.
container? Okay, so you could put
Yeah.
it in your own bowl
Exactly.
and
Yeah,
microwave it, right?
definitely. You
Yeah.
can actually prefer to do it that way.
Yeah.
Just because I don't like eating out of styrofoam.
Yeah.
If you have your own bowl, you can actually add more vegetables and more options and just, make it your own.
Yeah.
But I
And
mean,
then it
when,
feels more like a nice meal.
Yeah,
even though you
that's
made
true.
it in 2 minutes.
yeah, like if you have it in real cutlery and like
Yeah.
silverware.
It's civilized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess not everyone has that option at work, and It's a quick fix.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't know if it's been a minute yet, but
Probably.
that's all right.
Should
We
we check it?
can check on it. All right, look at that.
Looks ready to eat.
I'm gonna spill it on my computer. Okay. So the noodles aren't completely done yet, but you get the idea.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and nutritious. I don't know. It's so bright.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it smells
Just
amazing.
mix it. And there you go. Healthier instant ramen instantly. All right, next here is another pasta favorite, but mac and cheese.
I'm a sucker for mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I've actually never had microwavable mac and cheese, but
Is that really all that comes in there?
yeah.
It looks like nothing.
But I
You
mean,
definitely have to doctor that up.
yeah, there's plenty of room for you to add
Mhm.
delicious vegetables. So what goes well with cheese?
Broccoli.
Broccoli.
Yes. So we have broccoli here, and I'm just gonna add that in, just a handful, or like more than a handful.
Mhm.
Look how good that looks already. And then get this really nice, delicious powder. If you don't want to use the powder, you can also substitute half of this with cottage cheese.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I wouldn't microwave cottage cheese, but adding it in after the fact. So, delicious goodness. All right. Oops, I'm making a mess. Can you
How long?
add powder to that? Let's see. I think it's at 3.5 minutes.
Cool. And just fill the water.
Up to the
up
fill
to
line.
the-
Full line.
Oh, there's fill line in there.
Yeah.
Handy. All right.
And then when it comes out, it should be delicious mac and cheese with broccoli.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And our other instant ramen should be done soon.
Yep.
So another really, have you ever had frozen pizza for lunch
Of
before?
course. Yes.
Frozen pizza is actually, we have it here in our little market here. And it's a really popular option for office workers everywhere, for college students everywhere, just people everywhere.
Just people.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love
We
pizza?
love frozen pizza, but it's not the greatest for you. Has tons of preservatives and sodium. And you know what? Pizza is one of the easiest things to make in the microwave.
Mhm.
So we actually have a piece of naan bread, but you can use anything. You could use a flour tortilla. You could use a real piece of like flatbread. But we just have naan for today.
Naan.
Yeah, naan. And we're going to take some sauce. I couldn't find pizza sauce, so we're just using spaghetti sauce. But I feel like it's kind of the same.
Marinara.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Yeah.
And you
Even
don't
the
even need
tomato
it.
sauce in the can would probably work. just
Right,
fine.
yeah. So, and you can keep this at your desk,
Yeah.
in your office fridge, and it should last you for like a lot of pizzas.
Yeah.
So I just have laid down my base, and I have some cheese here. You can use whatever cheese you want. Pizza's delicious, and you can add all the toppings you want as well. And,
Mushrooms.
yeah, adding the rest of my mushrooms. What do you guys like on your pizza?
I like olives,
Mm.
mushrooms.
I'm adding some halved cherry tomatoes, because why not?
Green peppers are good.
Oh, yeah.
There's not much I don't like on pizza.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. Pizza's kind of good.
Yep. It's a good catch-all for everything.
Okay, so we have this individual sized pizza, and that took me, what, like 10 seconds to
minute,
put together? Yeah, a minute.
10 seconds in there.
Yeah. So your mileage may vary with how much you want to microwave this for, but I like to say about 30 seconds. I don't know, enough for the cheese. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I think
I will
one of these
unveil
is done over
the
here.
ramen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And our ramen, our instant ramen is ready. You guys could see how delicious. We essentially made like a poached egg.
So
All
here,
right. So,
it's looking pretty good. It smells great. If we could get the smell to go through the Facebook Live,
Alright.
people would be super
and then you
hungry.
can see the egg right here.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and, oh man, more egg. Ooh. I wish you guys smell this. This is really good. But you've got the mushrooms in there, and you can add even more vegetables. I mean, people add enoki mushrooms. You could add onion, anything that's like easily microwavable. I mean, this is, if you put this in a bowl, it would kind of look like ramen that you would get.
Oh yeah, restaurant style. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so many people are into eating eggs these days, like hard-boiled eggs.
Oh yeah.
I see a lot of people, peeling them at the sink. But it takes a lot of time and prep to hard-boil an egg when you can just
That's
microwave it in
true.
a bowl like this in a minute or two.
See,
Yeah.
that's an egg. This is protein. And this is going to keep you full. Because I feel like if you eat instant ramen, you're usually hungry.
Yeah.
Like,
You
an
need the
hour
fiber
later.
and the vegetables, the extra protein, for sure. I think
Right.
the other one's done.
Oh, cool. The pizza's ready.
I'm super pumped about the pizza.
I love melted cheese
Mm-hmm.
and the smell of cheese.
So this was 1 minute.
Oh,
I'll let you guys be
nice.
the judge.
That looks
Oh
great.
man, I wish. I'm so nervous I'm gonna spill on my laptop, but look at that. And it smells like pizza. Looks like pizza. This is
Right.
basically pizza.
I think you cheese lovers are going to love this
Oh,
mac and
man.
cheese.
Okay.
So that was 3.5 minutes, and that broccoli looks definitely cooked and ready to
Oh
go.
man, can you? I didn't realize I got the noodles that are shaped.
Ooh.
Oh, this is for children.
Oh, they're trolls.
Yeah, they're trolls.
Yeah.
Very festive. But I mean, this is gonna keep you full. And can you imagine how small this would be without the vegetables?
Right,
You'd have
yeah.
like this much
Yeah.
pasta.
And then you'd probably be tempted to have another one, right?
Yeah.
Eat more pasta, but instead filling it out with vegetables makes you feel more satisfied.
This is actually, I'm impressed. I didn't test this one out,
Yeah.
and I'm kind of impressed.
Yep.
You kind of want to eat it.
I do.
You can
I'm
have
gonna
a bite.
pause. I'll pause. I don't want to chew on camera and just like.
We know what we're
everywhere.
doing later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all
I'm
gonna
really
be
excited
later.
for this to be over.
So another quick and easy thing that you can do, and I'm sure you've heard, is a microwavable quesadilla. Right.
Mhm.
So I have 2 flour tortillas here. These are just small ones, but you can use big ones if you'd like. And honestly, you could just layer this up with as many things as you want, but obviously quesadillas should be flat. So I'm going to put down a base layer of cheese so that they stick together. Use all the cheese as well. So much cheese. And then I have some black beans here.
Yummy.
Yeah, so beans are
Super
Yeah.
So
food.
good.
they keep you full
Tons
and
of fiber.
oh yeah. So just layer that on there. I love beans. You can use refried beans, black beans, pinto beans.
And this is just right out of the can?
Yeah, these are
Nice.
just canned. I would suggest using ones that are canned because they're easier.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Yeah.
cook them, and they're microwave friendly. And you know what? I might as well add some more of these tomatoes. Just a handful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing about these meals is how much do you think this costs? Like $1
Oh, man, yeah.
less?
I mean,
I mean, think about going out for lunch.
that's
It's so much more expensive than doing this.
and it. Look at that. This is
Yes.
going to be
That's
so
good.
melty goodness.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So about a minute?
About a minute. I think a minute is good.
Yeah.
A minute is good. Yeah. That according to the pizza and the melty cheese, a
Mhm.
minute is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and these are super affordable. The flour tortillas, they don't even need to be refrigerated. You can keep those.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and they're just super handy. The cheese,
But this
probably
would
keep-
last you could make a number of pizzas and quesadillas out of this.
Yeah,
Keep it in your
definitely.
fridge for the week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you could reuse these ingredients in other ways. So
And also, I was just thinking about it. If I was trying to watch how many white carbs I was getting in my diet, there's a lot of whole grain options that you can use
Oh,
for
yeah.
the pizza or the quesadilla,
Yeah, good call.
it'll keep
depending
you
on what.
fuller.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's whole grain options for a lot of these. Now we have something for you. We've been a little carb heavy. I understand that. I realize that. And some people are watching their carbs. And this next recipe can be adjusted to be vegan. It's already vegetarian, but if you want it to be vegan, it can be.
Yes.
So you want to start with a microwave safe bowl. So I have these paper ones that are microwave safe, but just bring one from home. And we have some rice cauliflower.
That's my favorite. That's
Yeah.
a staple in my
Love
house.
it.
Yeah.
So we're going to be making a vegetarian burrito bowl, but you can
Yum.
adjust to make it
I'm
vegan.
in on
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put a handful. Like, you can use as much rice cauliflower as you want. I love rice cauliflower. I know it's a little, it's like a big trendy food right now, but
For good reason.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, and this is just, I picked this up at any grocer. They carry this already riced, but you can make your own and kind of freeze it. Put in some beans. And why not? Maybe some more tomatoes. Burrito bowls. You can kind of make with it how you want. And the thing that I like to add is an egg. But if you do add an egg and you are making this at work, you don't want to be that person and have it explode. So I would get like a paper towel and just kind of put it over it so that you contain the mess. I'm going to crack an egg in here just to mix it all up and give it some nice texture. You won't have the yolk very runny, but that's okay. We're going to pop the yolk. Give it a nice little pop. No water to this.
Do you add the salsa now
So I
or
want to
later?
add the salsa later
Okay.
and the cheese later because this has to be microwaved for about 2 minutes, just so the egg, because it's not in water, the egg needs to be cooked thoroughly. You don't want to risk
So
salmonella.
this is a two-step.
Yeah. So this one's a little bit
2
more
minutes
involved,
covered.
but this one is worth it. I made this before, and it's sitting there.
It smells so good.
And I mean, burrito bowls, they're easily customizable, and you can always make it before in your own home and just kind of bring it and then microwave it. So I guess we'll just wait on that.
Should we unveil the quesadilla, which
Oh,
looks
man.
fabulous?
Yes. Look at that. Wait, I can get a knife. Could you?
Yeah.
Just so we could have like a cheese moment. So I may have put too many beans, but it's okay.
No, I
No,
don't
right?
think
Okay.
Never
so.
too many beans.
So,
But yeah,
wait.
there's definitely a cheese
Yes.
moment.
Oh man. So,
Nice.
oh, it is being held together with lots and lots of cheese. And you know what? You can add salsa to this.
Mm-hmm.
So, just gonna put a few dollops there. And this is a full-out meal.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That does not look like a sad desk lunch to me.
Yeah.
Not at all.
On a festive red plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? If you got like vegan cheese, you can make this.
Sure.
Vegan, but this is definitely vegetarian friendly, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So
I'm wondering too if, for extra credit, if it would be possible to bring in just little spice jars,
yeah.
like a little cumin or a little chili powder on that.
that'd be
would
so
just,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like taco seasoning.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
even a taco seasoning packet. Yeah, that would be really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could spice any of these up. These
Mhm.
are quick and easy, and I don't know, delicious. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. All right. This
Yeah.
one's done. I'm gonna
Oh.
grab it.
This is our last one, the unveiling
I'm
of the
excited
burrito
about
bowl.
the burrito bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
It
one's
sounds
my
great.
favorite, and it's made with such wholesome ingredients. Like you've got cauliflower. And, oh shoot, that was an explosion. That was from the egg. That is why we have the paper towel on.
Esther was not kidding. This egg just exploded
But look, it got caught on the paper towel.
because we
Oh,
covered it.
nice.
We're responsible office mates.
And okay, look at that runny yolk. I mean, it popped already, so we didn't get to have a yolk moment.
Well,
But but this is the beginnings of the burrito bowl. And then you want to add your cheese. So we have some more cheese here.
I love how something like this is super customizable too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you're not into black beans, that's fine. Use pinto beans. If
Yeah.
you're, not into tomatoes, do something else instead. But you
That's
can
true.
make it however you like to.
So,
And I would
yes.
probably make mine a salad bowl.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I would take that and put it on top of a bed of greens.
Oh, that's a good
That's
idea.
a really good idea.
Yeah, and then you could just like have a container of greens just
Yeah, in
on
the fridge.
side. Yeah. And you don't even, this is obviously like Southwestern inspired,
Mhm.
but you could always like add different things like avocado. It's so easy
Ooh,
to make.
avocado.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then you just add some more salsa. Now, these microwavable meals may not look the prettiest, but they taste great.
They smell amazing.
Mhm.
So, look at that.
Yep.
Nice.
Chipotle in the office.
It is. And this is low carb and high in protein and will keep you full. Look at that.
Mhm.
Cheesy deliciousness. All right. So now we're left with like 1,000 different microwavable foods. But I hope that you're inspired to kind of amp up your microwavable foods and be creative with your lunches. Thank you for joining us. And I'd like to thank my microwave runners and helpers.
For sure.
And I'm glad that you joined with us. Be sure to comment below any other ideas if you have other ways that you kind of make your lunches healthy and help us out. Yeah. See. So
Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good
See
day.
ya.
And thanks for joining us. Bye bye. Okay.